So did you feel a difference of treatment between Ukrainians, refugees, and yourself?
Sure.
She said, oh, but I'm not a Ukrainian, so I should leave.
Il donnait plus de bénéfices aux Ukrainiens.
I'm like, we're humans too.
I met Joanna while I was walking towards the border crossing between Poland and Ukraine. She's 17 years old from Nigeria, and she's one of the many African students that found themselves trapped in Ukraine when the Russian invasion started. This is what she says happened to her as she was fleeing the war. So you arrived with this?
Yeah. I'm an African, a Nigerian precisely, studying in VN Karazin National University, Kharkov, Ukraine. I'm studying medicine and I'm a first-year medical student. Yeah. At first, I wasn't seeing the need to leave because there was a time Russia actually gave a date for the war. It got so serious. There were bombings in Kharkov, my city. We had to hide in underground bunkers for our safety. We could hear bomb sounds. We weren't sure of the next second, the next minute, and then there was chaos everywhere. So I just had to leave. I've never gone through something like that, something close to that. I booked a taxi to take me to the Poland border. He collected a whole lot of money for me. He was supposed to drop me a Medica, but then he did not. He said, no, just walk down a bit and you'll see the Poland border. And then we started walking thinking, okay, we are close to Poland border. I mean, we had to walk the whole day. Not even the whole day, throughout the night. We were very cold, we were hungry. We couldn't sleep at all. Even if I wanted to, it was just too cold to sleep. I was shivering.
Then you arrived at the border patrol between Ukraine and Poland. And what happened to you there? Can you explain to me?
When I got there, I don't know. I would say I didn't like the experience there. They just kept us there for no reason, for I don't know why. And they were letting other Ukrainians go. We were there for like 5 hours more, and then a Ukrainian just came. Like, she didn't even need to ask or anything. She just passed. Like, once they see a Ukrainian coming, they even hit us to leave the way. Like, hit us. I'm like, leave, and let her pass. And I mean, the fact that we're not in our country doesn't mean that we're not humans. I'm not saying they shouldn't let Ukrainians pass, but I'm like, let everybody pass. Like, we are all going to find a refuge, so let us go.
Joanna says she eventually managed to cross the border with a group of Ukrainian women. After I spoke to her, I met with dozens of other African students who also made it to Poland and had a similar statement.
When we heard about the attack, the bombs and everything, we knew that, okay, this is real and it is time to leave. Meanwhile, it was already too late because some of us had flight that day. Flights were cancelled. While in the train, a lady just saw me and told me to get out of the train for no reason. The train we got into together.
We walked for 8 good hours to get to the border. So when we get to the border, they just pack blacks. Like, they pack us at one place. For more than 3 hours, we are just standing there.
And I asked her, why do I have to leave the train? She said they only let children and women into the train. And I asked her, am I a man? I'm also a woman. She said, oh, but I'm not a Ukrainian, so I should leave. And I was like, this train doesn't belong to you. This is the government train, and he wants people to get to the border with this train. And she was like, she's a Ukrainian, and it is our government. So she has the right to be on the train as she get down.
They left us outside. People were crying, begging them. They don't even open the door for anybody. They leave us outside under that code for 2 days before they can open the border for us.
Arrivé au niveau de la frontière, la police de l'Ukraine décidait que tous les Ukrainiens soient évacués avant que les Africains soient aussi évacués. Donc ça a donné plusieurs bagarres au niveau de la frontière parce qu'il y avait une accumulation d'Africains au niveau de la frontière.
Ukraine is home to tens of thousands of African students studying engineering or medicine. Amid the chaos, Polish authorities said that third country nationals would be allowed to enter the country. So you still have a lot of travel to do?
Yeah, I do.
And how do you feel about the idea that it's not done yet?
I mean, I feel sad.